Chapter 3. Electric current. Okay, current electricity. Current electricity. Okay. So you all have studied half of this chapter earlier in 10th standard. કેટલું બધું repeat થશે. So you are going to be in comfortable territory now. Okay. Right? Now again, like I said, physics will take a downhill slope. ધીમે ધીમે easy થતું જશે. Okay. Current means flow. First of all, the meaning of the word current is flow. Okay. So when we say electric current, we are roughly speaking about what? Flow of charge. When we say electric current, we are talking about flow of charge. Fine. But there is an exact definition. Let's start with that. Electric current is the rate of net flow of charge through a cross section electric current is the rate of net flow of charge through a cross section. Rate no meaning to that with respect to time, right? So the simple formula of electric current is Q by delta T or Q by T okay, where Q is the net charge flow, okay, through the cross section, okay, and delta T is the time interval or T time interval in which it flows. But to be clear, this is only an approximate thing. Generally it works for constant current only. Okay, for constant current only. Right? I is equal to Q by T or Q by delta T works for constant current only. Right? It's a simple formula. Mostly we are going to use this. I am being very clear. We are going to use this one. Right? But sometimes when the current is not constant, then you have to use another formula. That is this. We take a very small or infinitesimal time interval dt, and in that much time interval, suppose a small amount of charge, that is dq, flows. Then this is instantaneous current. What is it? Instantaneous. And I average current. Is that clear? Instantaneous and average. But when current is constant, you can use average also. It gives you the same value. Otherwise, this is the most dangerous form. Understood? Okay. Fine. Now let's try to understand this better, okay, so that your intuition is developed. Suppose this is some conductor or something through which, let's say, charge can flow. We can mark and we can observe or watch, keep a watch on this cross section. Okay, tilted, the definition allows for any kind of cross section. But right now let's just think of it this way. So suppose you would observe this area, okay, keep a watch over here for let's say 10 seconds, and you see that in 10 seconds from left to right 5 coulomb charge flows. In 10 seconds from left to right 5 coulomb charge flows. How it flows, why it flows, flows. Then Q would be 5. Is that okay? And delta T would be 10 seconds. But suppose as 5 coulomb flows here, we are also seeing that 3 coulomb flows this way also. You understood that? Clear or not clear? 5 coulomb that way and 3 coulomb the opposite. So the net flow of charge is only 2 coulomb. The net flow of charge is 2 coulomb. See, you can understand this very easily. Consider these to be like 2 pockets. Yes or no? આમાંથી આમાં 5 મૂકી દીધા, આમાંથી આમાં 3 મૂકી દીધા. How much is the net? 2. Clear or not clear? Everyone get that? So now if I want to put, or I want to find out current, then current would be 2 coulomb for 10 seconds, that is 0.2 coulomb per second. Do you remember from 10th standard 1 coulomb per 1 second is called ampere, 1 ampere. Correct? SI unit of ampere, current is ampere. Right? 0.2 ampere. Did you get that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Sure? Okay. So this is what is the meaning of net flow. સમજાયું Q શું છે? Net charge flow or flowing through the crossing. Suppose let's say a slightly different case. Instead of 5 coulomb and 3 coulomb, suppose it was like this, 5 coulomb and minus 3 coulomb. Then how much would be the current now? How much would be the current? How much charge would be flown per second? 8 coulomb. Sure? Who understands 8 coulomb? Pakku ne? Nahi. Put 5 from here to there. Put minus 3 from here to there. That's actually equivalent of putting 3 from here to there. Yes or no? So minus 3 આમ થઈને બદલે તમે 3 ઊંધી ડિરેક્શન માં કરી નાખો તો એ થઈ જશે. Did you understand? So now the net flow of charge is 8. Okay, so Q upon delta T again, so 8 upon 10. So that would be 0.8. Did you understand? Okay, sometimes such situations will arise where charge is flowing this way and that way. Alright? Now, something that you have learned about in 10th standard, that is direction of current. Right? So, I am erasing this and writing some sentence. So, first thing is that direction of electric current is same as direction of flow of positive charge. Did you understand? Or not clear? Let's go back to basics here. Suppose upper fluid, then we say the current is 0.5. Right? We say that current is 0.5 ampere. In which direction? In which direction? From left to right. Is that clear? From left to right. Understood? Very well. હવે આનો ઊંડો છે. Direction of electric current is opposite to the direction of flow of negative charge. This is what you have been taught in 10th standard. Yes, second. If electrons flow one way, the current would be the opposite way. Conventional current. Frankly, these sentences are that conventional. Then conventional current, that is the convention. Is that okay? Earlier, people didn't realize that negative charges are moving. They thought positive charges move. And they automatically if they let it, they positive charge flow થાય. That was considered as the direction of current. Okay? પછી ખબર પડી કે પોઝિટિવ ચાર્જ તો મૂવ જ નથી થતો, નેગેટિવ જ મૂવ થાય. Clear? Right? So it was known later, but then nobody bothered to change it. Any reason is that? It's like if you look at this differentiation, you will study it in maths, that as charge would increase, dq by dt positive, charge would increase. What do I mean? If someone says that charge is flowing from here to there, right, then the charge over here, this is incoming. So we are actually considering the incoming as positive. Okay, આનો ચાર્જ વધી જાય ને આ ફ્લો થાય. Yes or no? So that's why dq by dt would be positive. Keeping that in mind, it has been decided to use that convention. Okay, બીજું કઈ એમાં છે, but there's not too much logic here as well. ખાલી એટલું જ છે કે as charge with anything would increase, I would be positive. અને એ રીતે આમ ફ્લો થઈને બહાર જતો રહે. then charge is decreasing. समझ पड़े कि नहीं? Is that okay or not okay? Right? So that is the whole idea about it. Right? Okay. So that's about direction. Now, when I say electric current has direction, if some quantity has direction, it should be vector, sure, but electric current is a scalar. Electric current has a direction, but it is a scalar. આ કેવું direction છે તો right? Because although electric current has a direction, but when we are talking about circuits or anything current flowing here and there, it's not like current can flow randomly in any direction in a circuit. What I mean to say is, suppose you made a circuit and this is a wire. Okay, so current arm flow થાય, wire માં જ flow થશે ને? Yes or no?
Yes.
You get what I said? Correct? So current basically just has two opposite senses. Current has just two opposite sense. This way in the wire or this the opposite. So for this you don't really need to specify your direction or an angle also. ખાલી plus આ બાજુ minus નથી બાજુ એવું કરો તો થઈ જાય. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes or no? Sure. It's like if you are measuring temperature. So temperature positive હોય, વધુ હોય તો positive, ઓછું હોય તો negative. But that doesn't mean temperature is a vector. You get what I'm saying? So we have some similar idea here. So although we say that current has a direction, but it is still a scalar, right? Okay, at least you know there's definitely some confusion about it if you go to higher level physics, whether current is a scalar or vector. Some people, some authors consider current to be scalar. Very few consider it to be a vector, right? Okay, it can be done like that also, nothing wrong with current as a vector, but at least at our level we really don't need to worry about it. Okay, so for us current is a scalar. One more reason, foolproof reason that I can give you for not taking current as a vector is it doesn't follow the law of addition. Do you remember triangle law of addition?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
એવું આમાં ન થાય. Okay, I'll just give you a basic example. Suppose there is a pipe in which water is flowing, 1 liter water, and it combines here with another pipe here where 1 liter water flows. And બધું ભેગું થઈને આમ જાય. How much will go here? How much will go here? 2 liters are there, one this way, one this way. So did you add the numbers or did you add the vectors? Sure. So current flow out there. Some current will flow here, some will flow here, and then it will go there. Then you cannot add it vectorially. Don't forget if you include the angles and all that. So પછી કોઈ એમ કહે આ પાઇપ ને આમ કરી નાખીએ તો બદલાઈ જાય. You understand what I'm saying? Yes or no?
Yes.
So these are the troubles, right? It doesn't follow the vector law of addition, the way we add it in a triangle, if you remember. Okay, so that's why it's better to take current as a scalar, although it has a direction. Basically, આ બધી વસ્તુને છે ને pseudo vector કહેવાય. Okay, pseudo vector has a direction but doesn't behave like a vector. Okay, actually direction કરતા sense કહીએ ને તોય ચાલે. Sense સમજ પડે, right? So if you are not free to go anywhere, ખાલી આમ અને opposite, like that. Charge જેવું, think about it. Charge positive and negative. These are two types, or you can say sense for charge, right? But there is nothing like direction of charge. Nevertheless, so I hope you have written these three sentences. Make sure you remember them. Okay. Now, moving over to the next. We will try to understand why would current flow. Okay. First of all, we will understand why current doesn't flow. Okay, why current doesn't flow or what cannot make current flow. Suppose we take any kind of metal object. Mostly in this chapter we are going to be talking about conductors. Okay, so you can think of any metal object around you. You can also think of that ruler that you might have. Okay, so suppose this is some metal object, some conductor, and I'm sure you have learned at least that much in chemistry that there are some things called free electrons. Yes or no? Free electron નો મતલબ free માં મળે એવા તો શું? They can freely move inside the structure, but they are not bound to one end. Correct or not? But they can't come out of it. See, do you understand? They are free to move within the metal. કેવું હોય સોસાયટીમાં છોકરાઓ કહી દે સોસાયટીમાં રમો તમે તમારે પછી ગમે એના ઘરે પડ્યા yes or no? એવું જોઈ છે કે નહીં? Right? But not allowed to go outside the society. Clear? Okay. So just like that. So free electrons will be anywhere. Now if we observe a particular cross section again, because whenever we talk about current we should observe a particular cross section and see who's moving. Okay, we keep a watch. What jai chhe aam, kodam jai chhe, we have to watch it. So if we think of the free electron, let's say they are here, everywhere actually, right? It's not like they all are just at one place on one side. How is it? Now at any temperature, all particles, whatever they are, they always do some kind of random motion. You have to do that kinetic theory of gas. Because temperature is actually nothing but the energy, or is a measure of energy due to random. So these free electrons also are not going to be stationary at any point. They are all moving here and there, okay, randomly. Got it? Sure? So if you keep a watch on this cross section, and let's say in some time, for example 1 second, you see 1000 electrons are moving from here to there, from left to right. Then because this motion is random no meaning is that બધું આડું આડું જાય. So there is no preferred direction. Yes or no? There is no preferred direction. So if 1000 go from left to right, in the same time 1000 will also go from right. Is that okay? Actually, I'm just saying 1000 because 1000 is easy to speak. The actual number would be more like 10 raised to 25. Is that okay? Because if you take a metal wire, then it has so many atoms and it has so many electrons, free electrons. Is that clear? Sure? You got there? So, if some number of electrons go from left to right in some time, then in the same time, the same number of electrons will go from right to left. I know you might have a question. Sir, તમે કાઉન્ટ કર્યા હતા તમને કે એક ઓછો હોય તો possible or not possible? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. If the numbers are not equal, we'll have a couple of problems. Okay, whether you call it a problem or not, it's up to your thinking, but we'll have a couple of interesting things. First, what it would mean is on its own, one part of the metal will get charged. Free electrons are moving randomly everywhere. So if you take any part of the metal, it is always neutral. કારણ કે ભલે એની પાસે પોતાના ઇલેક્ટ્રોન નહીં હોય પણ બીજાના તો હશે. Is that okay? Sure. But if you think that for a particular cross section, more electrons are flowing one way than the other. Suppose આમ વધુ જાય છે આમ ઓછા જાય. તો આ બાજુ ધીરે ધીરે નેગેટિવ ચાર્જ થવા માંડે. Yes or no? Clear or not clear? Sure. Absolutely. That means something is wrong. If તમે કોઈ ઓબ્જેક્ટ રાખો તો એના કોઈ પાર્ટ્સમાં ચાર્જ નો ક્રિએટ થઈ જાય, ચાર્જ સ્ટોર નો થઈ જાય. Correct or not? Further, if you say that overall more number of electrons are going towards left side, that would mean current is flowing towards right side. Electrons are negative particles. So if more electrons go that way, for example 1000 go that way and 999 go this way, that one electron, although it's only one, but still there would be some flow of current. So the metal object એમને રાખો તેમાં current flow થતો હોય પટી જજો. You get what I'm saying? If you keep it just like that, એમાં current ન લાગે. હરકા નોટ તો નહીં હોય અહીંયા. Okay. You get what I said? There is no current flowing just like that. એમને current flow ન થાય. So what this means is random motion cannot cause flow of current. Did you understand or not clear? Here is समझाने दें. Random motion cannot cause flow of current. Why? Because net flow of charge or electrons, net flow of charge would be zero. The net flow would be zero. Flow is not zero. Ame jai, but the net flow is zero. Did you get that? Everyone clear? So random motion cannot cause flow of current. Can do the समझाई you? Sure. So now if you want to make current flow, you might have to do something from outside. So all we need to do, figure draw कर ले, figure खबर पड़ी जैसे सुन ले, थोड़ा आप understand what we are writing here. Okay, so one thing is clear, to make current flow, the number of electrons going both the ways should not be same. एक बाजू વધારે હોય, एक बाजू ઓછું. There should be a difference, right? More electrons should go one way compared to the other. That means somehow you should push them. You should help on one side and oppose on the other side. એટલે આમ આવતા એને oppose કરો, આમ જતા હોય એને help કરો. If you do that, then you can cheat. એટલે આપણે level equal છે, એના બદલે થોડું change છે. Is that okay? And in that case, charge will flow because net flow of charge will not be zero anymore. Understood? Now, how can you push electrons? How can you push electrons? પકડી ને નહીં જા કેવી રીતે કરશો? તો તું પહેલા તો ફોલો કરना potential difference by creating a potential difference. Why? What happens if you create a potential difference? There is an electric field, right? Somehow, I'm not specifying how, but somehow if we set up an electric field inside this, suppose in this direction, let's say for simplicity consider it to be uniform. For simplicity, consider the electric field to be uniform. So what am I saying? If we set up electric field inside the conductor, if we set up electric field inside the conductor, let's say in that direction, then force on electron will act in which direction? Towards the left side. Is that clear or not clear? So that means if you watch a cross section, then more number of electrons will flow towards left side because we are helping them. And જેને આમ ઊંધું જવાનું છે, we are opposing them. Clear or not clear? So પહેલા suppose ભાઈ 1000 હતા in one side. Now it might change to, for example, left to right 900 and right to left, for example, 1100. Let's say. So now there is a difference. Is that clear? Now there is a, got it or not? Sure? So now charge will flow. So net flow of electrons is from right to left. આમ જશે ને electrons વધારે, આમ ઓછા જાય છે, આમ વધારે જાય. Clear? Yes or no? Yes. So current will flow in which direction? Right side. Current will flow in which direction? Right side. Is that okay? Net flow of electrons is towards left side. 200 towards left side. समझ पड़ी कि नहीं? 200 क्या? Okay or not? So overall you will say 200 electrons, for example, in this with these numbers and all. So the net flow of electrons is 200 towards the left side. That means electric current will flow towards the right. So are you noticing that the electric field and current will be in same direction? Yes, for what's your question?
Electric field આપણે નાખી તો random motion બંધ થઈ જશે કે રહેશે?
Okay, good question. Will random motion stop or will it still continue? It will continue. અત્યારે એટલો જ answer આપો. Okay, more details will come later in this chapter. All right. Okay, but Didn't anyone find something strange here? Doesn't it contradict what we have learned earlier?
Yes.
What have we learned?
Inside the
Inside a conductor, as a conductor, it cannot be insulated, right? Inside a conductor, electric field is zero. So we are creating electric field inside. That's the difference. The first two chapters were about electrostatics. That is, we were always talking about those charges that are in equilibrium and they are not moving. That is, flow of charge was always zero. Net flow of charge was always zero. We are talking about those kind of things. Did you understand? Now we have come to a situation where we want to study how charge flows, why it flows, what happens when it flows. Is that clear or not clear? So now we are talking about electric or charge flowing. That's why we cannot say that electric field inside is zero. In fact, that's the lesson learned. If there is no electric field and it's all on random motion, then random motion will not cause current. That is, the net flow of charge will always be zero due to random. But if you want to make charge flow, then you have to somehow create an electric field inside a conductor. Is that okay? How you create that, we'll see later in the chapter. But we have to create it somehow. Is it fine? Sure? So what is responsible for flow of current? Is it random motion or electric field? Electric field. Random motion will never make current flow. Okay? अच्छा टॉपिक ने कहीं टाइटल लखो तो थर्मल मोशन એવું લખના થર્મલ મોશન ઓફ free electron. Okay, thermal motion means motion due to temperature. Okay, now a very simple idea like we had in capacity. Suppose you consider that there is a conductor, wire or a rod of metal, and let's say it has a length L. Let's say it has a length L. Suppose it is uniform, and inside it, for example, we have set a uniform electric field. Somehow we have set up an uniform electric field. Okay. If you take 2 points, electric field arm there, so which point will be at higher potential, A or B? A. First chapter માં આવતું હતું ને electric field lines go from high potential to low potential. So, okay, clear? Okay. Now, if electric field lines are going from high potential to low potential, and I want to find VA minus B. VA minus B. Then that would be, for simple case, yes, no. Here then. To find VA minus VB, B is initial and A is final. So I have to go from here to here. Got it? So I have to go opposite to the electric field. So cos 180. The other thing called uniform. Got it? Sure, this is clear to you. Okay. Now that would mean delta V. Delta V is potential difference, also called voltage in circuits. And this chapter is largely about circuits. Okay, also called voltage. So V will be minus E into L, and cos 180 is minus. So V equal to E. So what is voltage of a conductor? Uniform conductor. Okay, once again, for uniform conductor. Uniform no meaning અહીંયા શું છે ખબર છે? Area same હોય. If area is different, then it would be different. Okay, so for a uniform conductor, V will be equal to E into L. V is voltage, that is potential difference between the end. L is length and E is the electric field itself. Okay or not okay? still I am not answering how to create this electric field. એને વાર લાગશે ધીરે ધીરે. Fine. Everyone got this? યાદ રાખજો જેમ કેપેસિટર માં આપણે V = VD યુઝ કરતા હતા એ રીતે આમાં V = VN ઘણી વાર યુઝ કરતા. Okay. Fine. Let's go over to the next. Now, Ohm's law. શું થયું? કાન મને પૂછે શું થયું?
રેન્ડમ મોશન અનુસાર સ્ટોપ થઈ જાય ઇલેક્ટ્રિક ફિલ્ડ જનરેટ કરશે તો
ઇલેક્ટ્રિક ફિલ્ડ જનરેટ થાય તો રેન્ડમ મોશન સ્ટોપ થઈ જાય? નો નો થાય. ઓકે, કેમ ન થાય પછી સમજાવું. એટલે આમ કયું કઈ અઘરું નથી. If you create electric field, temperature તો જતું ન રહે ને, everything will still have temperature. So it means it definitely has some kinetic energy for random motion. So E energy તો ક્યાંય જશે જ નહીં. પડી કે નહીં? So even right now, the atoms of this bench, atoms of our body, they are all having random motion. એ તો ચાલુ છે. You can not stop it. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, your side is in 10. Yes or no? Yes say. નથી યાર કોઈ યાદ હોય તો બોલી જાઓ. V = IR. બાકુ? No. The original law is that for a conductor in a given physical situation or physical condition, the potential difference, that is voltage, across its ends is proportional or directly proportional to the current flowing through it. So basically, Ohm did an experiment and only found this, nothing else. Ohm did an experiment and found that I will be proportional to V for a conductor. Okay, and in a given physical condition only, like for a conductor, એટલે તમે એકવાર experiment એક rod થી કરો, આ metal rod suppose, તો એના માટે જ એકલું, પછી બીજી rod લો તો એનું રિલેશન અલગ આવે. Is that okay? Make sense or not? So here for one rod, if you double the voltage, then the current will be double. પછી એમ કહો કે બીજી rod લીધી તો એમાં ડબલ વોલ્ટેજ આપ્યો તો કરંટ આના કરતા ડબલ ન આવ્યો તો એ તો ન જ આવે. Because we are talking about a conductor and in a given physical condition, એટલે temperature, pressure એ બધું સેમ રહેવું જોઈએ. Did you understand? Right? So this is actually the option, but it is that if you remove the proportionality, આમ મુંદી લખીને proportionality remove કરીએ તો અહીંયા કઈ constant લખો. Yes or no? This constant is called resistance, or you can also define resistance as the ratio of the voltage for a conductor and the current flowing through it are equal to V by R. બરાબર ને? Okay. So is this the Ohm's law? No. Is this the Ohm's law? No. This is the Ohm's law. But ચાલશે. Mostly, we are using all this for conductors. Mostly we use the law for conductors. બીજામાં તો law valid જ નથી, કારણ કે law નો first part જ for a conductor. But resistance is actually defined for everything. Resistance is defined for everything. સમજ પડે છે? એનો ખબર પડી. Resistance is not defined just for conductor. Resistance is defined even for this wooden bench. Got it? Sure? નથી બોલો. પૂછો.
I is proportional to V છે.
I is proportional to V.
આપણે I is equals to VR નો લખો.
I equal to VR. Okay. F is proportional to A આવડે પાકું ને તો આપણે F equal to M લખીએ છે ને એના બદલે A proportional to M લખીએ અને પછી A equal to તો લખી શકાય that this M would not be same as this M. It would be some constant. There is no doubt about it. But that the constant in this equation and the constant in this equation do not mean the same thing. In fact, here this really means useless thing. Okay. એમાં જે constant પણ ઊંધું કરીને લખીએ constant તો એને conductance કહેવાય. It is not called resistance, it is called conductance. એટલે R is V by I resistance and G is I by V, that is called conductance, which is reciprocal of resistance. બરાબર ઓકે આપણે લગભગ યુઝ નહીં આવે પણ હવે વાત નીકળી ગઈ. G for conductance, okay, and G is reciprocal of resistance. આવું બોલવામાં આવતું હતું થર્મલ પ્રોપર્ટીઝ વાળા ચેપ્ટરમાં હીટ ટ્રાન્સફરમાં કંડક્ટરમાં આવતું હતું યાદ છે ભૂલી ગયા ખાલી ફોર્મ્યુલા આવતી હતી ડેલ્ટા ટી ઇક્વલ ટુ ના સોરી હીટ કરંટ I is equal to A by L into delta T. યાદ આવ્યું કે ન યાદ આવ્યું તો ચલો કઈ વાંધો પછી આ આવડશે ને ચેપ્ટર એટલે ઈ હીટ ટ્રાન્સફર ઓટોમેટિક આવશે. Nevertheless, so if you write it like this, then it will be what you are saying, right? Okay, so ઈ બીજો constant કહેવાય, that is called conductance, which will be the reciprocal of resistance. Okay, meaning બે નો સેમ ન થાય એટલે R નહીં લખવાનો એમાં. Okay, so what I was telling you at that moment was that resistance is actually defined for everything. Resistance is defined for everything. But બધામાં એની formula V by I નો આવે. Did you get that? And in all materials, I is not proportional to V. I is proportional to V only for a conductor. સમજાણું કે ન સમજાણું? Okay, we will talk about that later in this chapter as well. પછી પાછું એનો reference 14th chapter માં, last chapter. Okay. Well, I'm erasing this now. Let's proceed. Now we will see what does resistance depend on. We will see what does resistance depend on. So already this is a useful formula for us. Okay, we will wire તમને આવડે છે. Okay. મેનો તો કીધું ઘણું બધું રિપીટ જેવું છે. હજી આગળ આવશે series metals etc. What does resistance depend on? Okay. Then my formula આવતી રહી છે R is equal to V by I. Okay, अब आवड़े છે R equal to rho L by I to Y છે પણ આ સમજ પડે કે directly proportional to length, inversely proportional to area કેવી રીતે આવે equivalent કેના તો Y is resistance inversely proportional to area. Y is directly proportional to length. બીજું કઈ નો આવે L square નો આવે. ઓકે વાંચ તો એ જ હોય ને ધીરે ધીરે 10th માં જેટલું નહોતા ટીટેલ માં જતા એટલું 12th માં જવાનું બરાબર એવું 9th ને 11th માં હતું. ઓકે so first thing that it depends on is length. બરાબર પહેલા લખી નાખો how. Suppose you take a conductor like this which has a length L. Okay, and you connect it with some battery which will give V volt. Okay or not? Fine. So voltage between these 2 points is V, and suppose current I will flow. Then R will be equal to V by. Is it fine? R will be equal to V by. Now, if you would instead of this put two such rods back to back and connect it with a battery. Okay, if you would connect two such rods back to back like this, and series क्या हो? Series क्या है क्या? Branch छेद नहीं ना क्या है? એટલે અહીંથી કરંટ આવશે તો બધો કરંટ આવશે. Yes or no? But this time, if you would have a look at the potential difference between these two, it will be length is L, but the voltage between A and B will be V by 2. समझाणो कि नहीं? V नो આવે ને કેમ નો આવે? It will get distributed. અડધું આના માટે, અડધું આના માટે. Clear or not? Make sense? Absolutely sure? Okay. So, what happens here is that now, or compared to earlier, for the same length, we are getting half the voltage. Yes or no? We are getting half the voltage. Got it? So what happens is that overall throughout this, the current will be I by half the voltage. બાકી તો બધું સેમ જ છે. આ પાર્ટ પટલો AB ઈ છે આ. Yes or no? Sure, you get what I'm saying? This is the same rod here, but now one more identical is connected. So if here the voltage will become half, the current should also become half. કારણ કે આનું રેઝિસ્ટન્સ અહીંયા જેટલું હતું એટલું જ અહીં. Yes or no? પડી સમજ? એનો સમજ પડી. Right? આ જે rod અહીંયા હતો ઈ જ rod અહીંયા લીધો. But what are we seeing now? It's that for the whole thing, same current will of course flow. અહીંયા I by 2 તો અહીંયા I by 2 જાવે. આખો ફીલ્ડ લાઈક છે. એનો ખોટું છે. સપોઝ એવું ન હોય તો સપોઝ અહીંયા I by 2 ને અહીંયા I હોય તો શું થાય? તો આનો બધો ચાર્જ આગળ ફ્લો થઈ ગયો તો આનો ચાર્જ ખાલી થઈ ગયો. You get what I'm saying? Which is not possible. Right? So here also the current is I by 2. There is another way to understand based on what you know so far. In series, the resistance has, the current will be same. Which is the pipe check. What is flowing? So here the flow થાય એટલું જ અહીંયા flow થશે ને? Yes or no? Sure. So rate of flow of charge will be same. What this means is that in the whole circuit now, આનું V by 2, આનું V by 2 બધું બરાબર. So now what's the total voltage V between this point and this point? So what's the total voltage V? But now if we double the length, the current has been half. Current half થઈ ગયો? એનો half થઈ ગયો. પહેલા કેટલો કરંટ હતો? I. પહેલા length L હતો, current I. હવે length 2L થઈ ગઈ ને? Why 2L? Make sense or not? If the length is doubled, current is becoming half. બાકી કઈ ચેન્જ થયું? Battery voltage V. Okay. Current half થઈ ગયો. So let's write. We can say that here, if L is doubled for same V, for same V, current is half. Now if current is half, that means resistance must be doubled. If V is same, so R and I should be inversely proportional. Comparing case 1 with case 2. Case 1 અને 2 માં શું ચેન્જ છે? અહીંયા કરતા ત્યાં લેન્થ ડબલ, વોલ્ટેજ સેમ, કરંટ હાફ. I by 2 છે ને? Current is half. Clear or not clear? Total current? No. There is only one current. See, if you think about it this way, that there are two pipes that you have joined, and if 3 liter water flows here, and here also 3 liter water will flow. So how much water is flowing? 6 liter, 3 liter, isn't it? Okay, so that's why the current is I by 2. Not clear? So current is half. Now if V is same and current has become half, that means resistance would have doubled. So R link. No once ready, if L is doubled, R is also doubled. એટલે R is proportional. Okay, that's why R is proportional to L. Got that? Second part मध्ये this was for length. Now for area. So second. So once again, let's say it's like this. So some current I is flowing. Now instead of connecting two back to back like this, if we connect them such that current can flow through two areas, one here and one here. Current can flow through how much area? Now, 1 pipe में and 1 pipe में. So 2. The area is double. Clear or not? Don't worry. Yes, no. What's the length? L. Area A and A એટલે 2. But if you look at both of them individually, both have same voltage V, correct? So B માં current I. Make sense or not? नहीं. एक ने जो voltage V, current I in that. હવે આ બીજું હોય તો એનો કરંટ કેટલો છે? એ સેમ જ છે ને? બેમાં કરંટ I હતો આવે? Yes or no? No comment પડી. I am talking about this current. I am not talking about total current. Don't get confused. I am saying if there was only one, the current in this one would be I. બે હોય તો શું ફરક પડે? કઈ ફરક નહીં પડે. Voltage remains same in parallel. If you connect one more, then also the current in every rod will be high. Got it? So what's the total current flowing now? 2I. Make sense or not? Total current flowing is 2I. It's like if 3 liter water was flowing in one pipe and 3 liter water flowing in the another parallel pipe. The total water flowing, the current take you double. Yes or no? Everybody? Right? Let's put it up. Is that here A is doubled. Correct or not? A is doubled. V is same. Then is same. Pellai V and V. But current is doubled. I is doubled. I in which current? The total current of basically. So here is I and I, that is 2I. Earlier it was only I. Got that? The current doubles I, you know. V is same, current is doubled. That's only possible if that means resistance is half. So ask question. If area is doubled, resistance becomes half. That is only possible if resistance is inversely proportional. Okay, આ તો થોડું શું છે mathematical manipulation છે, but if you think of physics, why should it be that resistance is inversely proportional to area? It's not that tough to understand physically. See, if free electrons are here and free electrons are moving and charge is flowing, એવું ને બીજું લગાડી દો તો ડબલ નો ચાર્જ ફ્લો થવા માટે common sense, isn't it? If in one pipe 3 liter water is flowing and in identical circumstances you connect one more pipe, then 3 liter will flow here, 3 liter will flow here. So when you double the area of the pipe, the flow is doubled. Yes or no? So double current will flow. If double current flows, that's only possible if resistance is sure. So that's the thing. Fine. Now we'll talk about the last one thing.